I need something to put on, like some simple shorts. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Everybody speak back. All right. When you don't say hi back, I end the live. But they say this kind of stuff is good for you. But who do we really know? What's in this shit? I can't drink regular milk, so I have to have lactose milk. So let's see what's in this all brand cereal. Let's read it. Let's see what's in this shit. Something I don't even know how to pronounce. Nicotinamide, somatostatin, reduced iron, vitamin D, peroxine, hydroquinone, okay, vitamin B2, riboflavin, vitamin B1, something, folic acid, vitamin D, vitamin B, contains wheat ingredients. Um, 2 grams of fat, it looks like. Then it says trans fat, none. Carbs, 32. Sodium, 95. Ain't that salt? Bitch. Vitamin D2 something. Calcium, 23 mgs. Is that milligram? Iron has 4.6 milligram. The folic acid has 45 mcgs. And the vitamin B12, I don't believe none of this shit is in there. I don't believe none of that's in there. I think they just post that on there just so you make it seem like it's healthy. You know what? I don't really think nothing is healthy for you. Anything you eat is probably contaminated with something. But it's good though. But my favorite cereal is Captain Crunch. We know that ain't good for you. All that sugar. And let's see what's in this milk. This is this shit come from Monterrey, Mexico. I don't think nothing's healthy. Well, when I remove you from the live, you won't get to see me no more. Bye-bye. There to go already. I kind of like the cereal. It says high in fiber. And did I see fiber anywhere on here? Yeah. It's got 44% dietary fiber. Like I say, I don't really I don't really believe nothing that they say on these boxes. I don't cook. I'm always going out to eat. I don't like my cooking. I never have and never will. And then when I cook something, I eat it all up in one day. So this is actually kind of good. This all brand cereal. So let me put some apples in this. So is y'all fault that I didn't make it to church this morning? Are you telling me that I can't hold milk inside of a spoon? It's y'all fault that I didn't make it to church this morning. It's all y'all fault. I'm up playing the piano, cutting up with y'all. Do y'all realize that? Well, first of all, even when I've only had, through my career of jobs, I never really had a lot of day jobs. I usually work afternoons or evenings. James, if you don't like what I'm doing, you can exit. You don't have to watch me. Back to what I was saying. So, when my drag career kicked off in the late 80s into the 90s, I made sure I had, because I became so popular doing drag shows that I'm not gonna, you know what? This we're gonna do with you right here. I got a trick for you. We're gonna put you in 24-hour timeout, and then you can come back, okay? If you like. Uh, so when my drag career was kicking off, uh, I couldn't hold down the daytime because I was making more money. I was making more money. Child James is out of here. I banned him for 24 hours. He can still watch and see, but he can't say, she can't say nothing. So back to what I was saying. So yeah, she won them trouble. This time we're gonna block you for good. This time, go create another page. I'm blocking you too. Bye bye. Anybody else want some? Just some cereal. So anyway, so my drag career was kicking off in the late '80s into the '90s. So I was making I was making a lot of money at the clubs. So drag money back in the day was just it's money that you didn't have to declare. Tips, and the clubs was paying us $200 a week, $300 a week. Plus your tips. I mean, we leave the club. I would leave the club with $200 or $300 a night. That's every week, and sometimes 2 or 3 days a week. So I changed. I'd get me a 3 to 11. Yeah, most of my jobs would be 3 to 11 overnight, so I could do my shows because that's where I was making my money. So yeah, and so since the late '90s, '80s into the '90s, I, I'm up. I'm up. I'm used to being up late. It's hard for me to go to bed at night. Even when I do my doctor's appointments, I still make sure my doctor appointments are late. I had the doctor appointment the other day. That was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Only thing I get up early for is that motherfucking radio show. Baby, I gets up for that radio show. I gets up for the radio show. Oh, really? See, I'm not alone. Okay, this was good at first, then it got sloppy. Ugh. I don't want that no more. But so y'all are the reasons why I missed church this morning. Don't do that. Yes, Lord. Y'all, I'm trying to sit there. I hate looking down. I'm trying to find something big enough I can put this up here so I don't have to look down at y'all. So it was my best friend's birthday today, but thank God I already took him out to eat the other day. And because I was going to go to church this morning, I wasn't feeling it. The church be boring. Oh, I do KAZI. I might go next week if depends on. This is something is coming on my face right here. See that? I know I got a mole right here. I don't know if that's a mole. One right here. I have to ask my doctor if it's a mole. She'll let me know. But anyway, so I do KAZI in Austin, Texas. I do them regularly. Like whenever I call them and say, "Hey, I want to come do KAZI," they'll let me come and do KAZI. I do celebrity news. You know, that's what my dream job is. Like you know what Gary with the T do. And Austin is my hometown. Do you remember me when you were talking about what happened at church, at your church? I'll be saying a lot of stuff be happening at my church, but I can't remember. Yeah, I know the damn beauty mark. but so by that time, like I don't even put on y'all. It may look like I have on makeup when I'm doing them when I'm playing the piano and cutting up with y'all, but I really don't have on makeup. What I do is just put powder on my face. I just put it on there, right? I go from here up, and then I just put a little thing here, a little here, no lashes, no nothing. And because of YouTube, YouTube has like a filter, so it makes me look like I'm a little softer than I am. And so it looks, you know, and people be coming and say, "Oh my God, you're gorgeous." Well, except Keisha from last night, she said I was ugly. But, but anyway, but every app nowadays, if you're on live, you have a filter. I don't know if Instagram has a filter, but most people have filters now. So it looks like I'm a little softer than what I am. And my makeup, I don't know. And then when people say, "You look nice," I'm like, "What? I don't even have on no makeup." So I don't know if they just being nice or what. But anyway, so by the time, even with the makeup, yeah, Keisha was hot. That ain't a real name, but that's what I gave her. But um, even with that makeup, that little makeup that I put on, by the time I take it off, so the show was over what time last night? It's usually like an hour. Sometimes my shows they run to 2 hours, and I'm really like, damn, how did time go by so fast? And so because it go fast, right? And so we're looking at if I start at 10, 11, 12, it's 12 o'clock when I finish. When I finish, I gotta move my table back. I gotta clean up, you know, from stuff here, there's stuff there, makeup here, makeup there. Gotta clean up this, clean up there, da da da. So you're looking at 12:31, and then I gotta take. I don't take my makeup off. I have to shower because I have makeup all over here in my ears, in my nose. So I just, you know, get in the shower. It's going on one to 1:30. Then I'm hungry. You know, I might want something to snack. Then I'm trying to go. I'm trying to wind down. And the next thing you know, it bitch, it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I already have a hard time going to sleep. So by the time I fall asleep, it's about 4 or 5 in the morning. And then when I get up, then it's time for me to get up. So and then I talked to my mom. No, we don't have. I don't go to. I don't have a car, so I wouldn't be able to go to Denny's. I'm just talking about something here in my apartment. I just get up, probably just eat an apple or. Oh, I'm sorry. Keisha said I lived in a group home, so here in my group home. Uh, but yeah. So by the time I do all that, y'all, I'll be so tired. And my friend whose birthday was today, uh, he he's they our service, the church I belong to, they I don't really go there, but I belong there. They start at 10, and that's the only Black Baptist church here that starts at 10 o'clock. And the reason why he does that is because he can leave and go to other churches at 11 to play if they need him. See, the bitch don't think I know the tea, but bitch, I know the truth. I'm not mad at him for it. Ain't nothing wrong with making an extra dollar, but you don't have it for. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all the difference. and I screenshotted the churches. I was talking about it this morning. So here's my church every Sunday for the last month, 2 or 3 months, well, really the last 4 or 5 years. It's been like this. So here's my church. And I made sure I covered up the name so y'all won't be trying to call. Well, you can't call nowhere because they don't have no phone. So here's my church. This is what my church looked like. Oh, I showed y'all the name, but that's okay. Here is my church. Okay. Here's my church every Sunday. So me and this one right here, whose birthday it is today, I told him last night when we went out to eat, I told him, I said, baby, you need to get rid of him. And he got mad. The Lord gonna bless. The Lord gonna no. The Lord ain't gonna bless. He been here for 4 years and ain't nobody coming. And he gets paid, so you know he's saying the Lord is blessed. Yeah, but they don't want to pay me to play the drums. I don't think so. So I don't go every once in a while I go. Only reason why I went last Sunday was because he wanted me to go to this 3 o'clock service. I went to that. It was boring as well. I don't know, these churches nowadays, maybe just here, they boring. A lot of them be boring. I can't stand a boring church. I was raised Baptist / holiness. If y'all ain't having church, I don't want to be there. And I'm gonna tell you now, these churches in my hometown, when these old folks die, these churches gonna fall under because ain't nobody going to church no more. This is like this every fucking Sunday. If this man been here for the last, y'all tell me if I'm telling the truth or not. If you've been here for the last 4 years, 3 or 4 years, ain't nobody coming, then you need to find another pastor. And he didn't like that. He was mad. You could tell he was mad. I don't give a fuck if you get mad. I'm telling you the truth. If all the other churches in my hometown is people joining and people are coming, then if they ain't coming to your church, that means he can't preach. So here's the other church in my hometown. Same church. It's a younger pastor though. Let me pull him up. This Sunday morning, this morning, same as my other church. But it just goes to show you that, and it's no shade, but if nobody's coming, something needs to be fixed. Something needs to be fixed. And, he got mad, he got upset. But I tell him all the time, you need to get another pastor because ain't nobody coming. You got the old man, the old woman. Why would y'all have Sunday school on a Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning? No, I think at 9. Why would y'all have Sunday school at 9? Because church started at 10. And it's just no, he don't go to Sunday school. It's just the pastor, one lady, and one man every Sunday. So I just, most of the times, the only time it's packed when it's a pastor anniversary, it was the pastor and wife, but she put out some rumor against him and everybody. The few people that were there, they left. And let me bring some other people into this conversation because y'all ain't talking to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring all these other folks in here because y'all real quiet and y'all ain't saying nothing. Give me a second. Okay, we're just gonna bring anybody to the country. Y'all too quiet. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I'm not. Okay, there we go. But yeah. So, what the fuck? Oh shit! I gotta buy me another thing because this thing keep falling down. I got to buy me another thing. A little thing. So yeah. So there you have it. So. I'm not going to be getting up out of my bed at 9 to be somewhere at 10 and any but 3 or 4 people there. I can't do it. And y'all not paying me either. But you need to do it for the love of the Lord, and God will bless you. Yeah, He do. He bless me when I do my YouTube channel. That's my ministry. Even though we be having Keisha's call in and stuff, that's still my ministry. That is still my ministry. So, but I was raised in the church, but that's not the church I was raised in. I was actually raised our smaller church. It's the same church, but a different building. Because our building, the one I was raised in, it flooded. It flooded, and so therefore we didn't. We had to move. We had to move. It was so bad that we had to move. We had to move. We didn't move, and that church that I just showed y'all, the one that my new church. Oh, excuse me. This one right here. Hold on. This one right here. This is not. This is my original church, but it's not the original building. Yeah, and my pastor, he's dead. The one I came up under, he gone. It's obvious. Ain't nobody there. And because he was like, the pastor I came up under was Baptist, but he was Baptist and holiness at the same damn time. And when I tell you he wasn't no motherfucking joke, tell y'all something. We was the first Baptist church to have drums, tambourines, guitars, the best choir. We had it going on. And they paid, I was 17. I was 17. 17. Baby, we already know that. I was 17 when they was paying me back in the 80s to play the drums. 17. And unfortunately, my pastor, he passed away. He had a heart attack. But everybody hated him in this town because we had the biggest choir. We had the best musicians, and he was one of those ministers that believed in paying these musicians. These preachers here in my hometown, they don't believe in paying their musicians. In the biggest church in my hometown, they don't pay their musicians. They pay the piano player, but they don't pay the drummer. Well, the drummer's his son, but you still should play him. You still should pay your son because he's working, he's doing a job. And people could say what they want about musicians in the church. Unless you're a Church of Christ, the church wouldn't be the same without some type of music department. You got to have a music department. The Holiness Church, I talk about this all the time, y'all, but just in case somebody never heard it. The Holiness Church here in my hometown, the largest one we got here, they don't have a musician. They don't want to pay. I told them, I said, I ain't the best musician in the world, but y'all need a Holiness Church. You can sing anything at a Holiness Church. My left toe fell off, thank you, Lord. My left toe fell off, thank you, Lord. So in the Holy Church, you pretty much just play anything and sing anything. And they know I'm back in town. Y'all can't even pay me $100 a Sunday. And y'all the largest holy church in this town. Y'all they so caught up in speaking in tongues and prophesying and doing all this other ungodly shit. And you don't even want to pay for a musician. That's why all the young kids is going to the white churches. That's why all these young black people are going to the white churches. And I'm talking about in my town. I don't know. I'm talking about where y'all live at. Because you don't have a music department. You always call yourself. You thought Baptists don't have any love for us to go to those who love you, for those who don't. Well, I mean, all churches are different. All churches are different. They all different. All churches are different, yeah. But my church that I came up in, my pastor he was gay friendly. He never talked about homosexuals. He never did. Um, he was raised holiness and Baptist, so When he moved here, it was back in the 70s. So he was when late 70s. So he was a new man. That he was like a young preacher. He's attractive. He was young. He could preach. He could sing. He really knew how to preach. Like he knew how to make you have a good time in church, you know. And when he moved here, a lot of people joined because he was something different. How Miss Mitchell? He was something different. He was different than what they had here. So the big church here now, the reason why they got all the members is because he's young and the motherfucker can preach and sing. He sung "I Won't Complain" the other Sunday, last Sunday at 3 o'clock, told the church up. But his problem is he don't like to pay his musicians. His organist left. His organist, who's good, left. Now all he got is a piano player, and the piano player played the organ, and then sometimes she played the piano. But see, my thing is, you got the biggest church in my hometown. You can't afford. You can't afford. You got every. See, that's the largest church here has got all the old money. So you can't pay two musicians $100 a Sunday. Two. I got a friend that live in Dallas. You know how much he make a Sunday? $900 a Sunday by himself. It's a mega church. And they was paying him that when COVID was around, when nobody was coming to the church, they was still paying him $900. You can't listen. If the worldly musicians can get paid, why can't? No, they can afford it. They can afford it. That church the church that I'm talking about, they have the biggest church here, and they have all the rich people, all the older, the ones that's barely hanging on, the ones that control that damn church. I'm telling you, they got money. They just don't like to pay. Well, if the preacher hadn't been taught by a preacher that knows about the music department, they don't want to pay. They cheat. But let me ask you something. You know when they have those pastors and wives anniversaries? There you go. You know when they have all them pastors and wives anniversaries? You know when they do that? Mm-hmm. When they be raising a lot of money, that's it. When they raise all that money even for the church anniversary and in the pastor wife anniversary, why do they need that? Okay, let me ask you this. Why, if they can't pay the musician then, why don't you have a musician appreciation Sunday? One Sunday out of the month. I'm sorry, unless you Church of Christ, church ain't gonna be the same without a musician. I'm sorry, it's just not. And let's keep it real. My show has gotten better since I've been playing the piano. Would my show be the same without the piano? And playing the keyboard, it would not be the same. I mean, I could still do it, but it adds to the service. It adds to the service. Now, what makes me mad about my church is, and yes, he's my friend, and I tell him in his face. He might be watching now, but because he got my YouTube channel, but I tell him in his face. Now, y'all can pay Kirk when Kirk come to town. Kirk is the white boy. You'll pay him when he come to town, but you can't come on no money with me, and I'm in town. But yeah, so But anyway, I didn't go to church this morning because I was too tired. By the time I took off my makeup and finally forced myself to go to sleep, bitch, when I woke up, it was like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke up too early, and I said, well, let me lay back down. Then I get up for church because I had done my hair and everything, got my clothes laid out. Baby, when I woke up, it was 9:30. I texted him. I said, don't come because I'm not even up. you know. And I went to church last Sunday and wasted my whole day last Sunday. It was a waste of time. Because I went to my church, boring. Went to another church, boring. And then went to the 3 o'clock service, boring. This is a whole wasted day. I could have been at home getting ready for a show. So, but it is what it is, you know. And you don't have to go to church to praise the Lord, but I like going to church. I just don't like going to something that's boring. It's like a club. I don't want to go to a club and they ain't turning up. But, and what's sad is my church that I go to, they had a great pastor, but it was right after COVID. COVID was getting a little better, and people had started coming back to church. And the guy that they had, he was young. They got rid of him because he wanted to keep the cameras on for the service. Well, my friend whose birthday it is today, the musician, and his sister said no. He left and took half the church with him. And my thing is, if you're looking for a pastor, and y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong, if you're looking for a pastor, you want somebody to come and run the church, okay? And you want them to be the pastor, you want them to be the lead. The pastor means that you're leading the flock, right? So if he tells y'all that we want to keep the cameras on and this is the way he wants it if he was a pastor, but y'all tell him no, then you're not looking for a pastor. You try to run him and he ain't even got in there yet. So he left. He was a professor, black guy at one of the colleges here, young. So whenever he came to church, they say when he had a church, he brought a lot of young people to his services with him. He left. The musician left. The girl who brought a lot of her son was a drummer, and he brought all his young friends. And so it was a lot of people was coming. When he left, everybody left. And now they got the preacher they got now. And he said, well, the Lord gonna bless. More people gonna come. Girl, it's been 3 years. Ain't nobody coming. The gay church here got more folks than they got. We got a little white gay church here. But straight people go there too. But we know it's the gay church, okay? Because they're not talking against the homosexuals, so it's a gay church. Let's just call it out what it is. And they got more people go there than they do my church. So, but anyway, let's change the conversation because y'all ain't talking back to me. So let's talk about something else. What do y'all think about the Epstein files? I think, and I really believe, and see, my mother always told me, she tells us, God is in control of everything. Even though it may not seem like it, just wait, just sit back and just wait. Is the ram in the bush, as they say. I'm talking to the people who believe in the Lord. If you don't believe in the Lord, I ain't talking to you, okay? He got a ram in the bush. This man, well, for those who don't know about the Epstein files, the Republicans and the MAGA people have been saying for years that it's the Democrats, it's Clinton. Well, they're saying Clinton ain't nowhere to be found in that. Nowhere. And now, and this is one of the reasons why it took Mike Johnson so long to swear that lady in, because um, she was the last person that they needed for the files to be released. My thing is, if your name is not in the files and you ain't involved in this shit, why are you letting this shit go? Why are you letting it go? Why you don't want it to be open? Because you must be in the middle of it. So I really believe in my heart that Trump is going to either step down or he going to start a war. He going to do something stupid just so he can't be put out the White House. And they should have been open years ago. Yeah. The Democrats should have opened them. But I don't believe it's just Republicans in there. I believe everybody's in there, Republicans and Democrats. But they just need to open it. Well, first of all, it's not night; it's daytime. If you be quiet and listen, then you'll know what we're talking about. Whew. So, if he's in the files, which we know he is, well, bitch, fuck you. I'm gonna block you. How about that? Go get another fake page and come back. Yeah, that's the problem right there. They all in there. You're right, Leon. Hmm. Yeah, but we need to know who's in there. We need to know who's in there. Because a lot of folks gonna be there gonna be a lot of shot folks. But you know this Cunin or Cunan cult that they got going on. It's like a okay. I'm gonna block you too. Goodbye. Have a good one. Come on in here with these stupid comments. I'm gonna block your ass. The facts that ain't right. That this is messed up of stuff that goes there. Nothing they done about it. Yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah, and so but I really believe that this is gonna be his downfall. Hello, Jason. I think this is gonna be his downfall. I think this is gonna bring him down. I think. I hope. But they've been letting this white man get away. If this was a black man, child, he would have been under the prison. But one thing, and when you have somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene who going against Trump, oh, his days are numbered. Because she was a staunch Republican. I mean, a staunch Trump supporter. Staunch Trump supporter. I don't talk about stuff like that on my live. Please don't mention this, stuff like that on my live. Because I don't care who a person is, no one deserves to be unalived. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't talk about somebody being unalived on my live. I don't want to you get in the middle of that. So, because somebody go back, switch and say I said it. So I don't even like talking about that. Nobody. I don't care who it is. Well, unless it's a child molester, that's different. But when it comes to political stuff, no, no one's life should be taken from them. Not even Charlie Kirk, and I didn't like what he said. Oh, Joseph, you must want to get blocked. Goddamn well I ain't no damn Republican. And the only reason why I'm a Democrat is because, listen, this is what I tell people: you don't have but three goddamn choices, and if you don't vote, then you're kicking your ancestors in the ass, and you stabbing them in the back. I know the Democrats ain't perfect. I know that. Y'all know I'm not stupid. I know that. But if you got three choices, you got to do one of the three. You can't just sit back and not do one. Just imagine if everybody that's a Democrat said, "Well, I'm not going to vote for the Democrats because you know they just as worse." Yes, I would. I no damn Republican. I wouldn't even think about being a Republican because, first of all, as a black man and then a gay man too, mostly gay then black, but black first. But we know that. But and these Republicans now aren't the Republicans that they used to be. These are racist white people in the White House now who are openly racist. But and again, like I said, no, the Democrats are perfect, but I just believe that I got to vote for somebody. the best person out of the best team that's best for me, that's on my side. I have to. And it's the Democrats. I know they're not perfect, but maybe after all this shit going on, well, the Democrats proved this past election that they're tired and they mad, and the black folks they came out and voted, and we ready for the midterms for next year, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be a change. I wouldn't even be surprised if Texas go blue, because they sick of this Trump shit. They sick of this shit. And you still got coons and buffoons and Uncle Toms that still talking about they MAGA. Them the ones that need to take their ass down to the Martin Luther King Center. When I go to Atlanta in 2 weeks, y'all, all you coons and your buffoons and your Uncle Toms, meet me in Atlanta so I can just, you know what they need? They need one trip to that Martin Luther King Center. Because they racist, ambitious. It's just a one simple word, racism. I mean, look what happened during Lincoln Day. And something I thought about the other day? Is Lincoln on money or is he just on the penny? Could somebody Google that for me? Because I thought about that the other day. Is Lincoln just on the penny or is he on money? Because I can't remember. Now all of a sudden y'all want to get rid of the penny. I thought about that. Oh, he's on the $5 bill. Okay, so he's on the $5 bill. Okay, because I was saying, yeah, I was thinking about, okay, but as long as he's on the five, okay. Okay, as long as he's on that $5 bill, that's fine. Because I was thinking, oh, they just getting rid of him because of slavery. Trump now, but they racist asses. But it's all based around racism. But some of these people and people have a right to be who they want to be. Somebody showed me, I saw something the other day. No, I wouldn't be surprised. I was just thinking about it the other day. I seen a penny in here. It was an old penny. I need to have it cleaned off and washed off to see if it's worth anything. It was an old penny. And I was thinking about something the other day, and I said, I wonder if they're getting rid of this because he was the one that abolished slavery. I didn't think about that till the other day, and I said, is that why they're getting rid of the penny? Well, they're trying to, the MAGA people trying to block everything black. If they could, they close down all the black colleges. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it's an old penny. I think it's still over there, but I'm gonna hold on to it, have it cleaned off, and see if it's worth anything. But I mean, and again, like I say, I know that the Democrats are not perfect. I do, but I feel like me as a black man, if I don't vote for the people who I think is closest for me, or the ones who I think that have my back when it comes to certain things, if I don't vote at all, I feel like all of those people who marched in Selma and all those people who stood up for civil rights and all those people who marched, if I don't vote, I feel like I'm kicking them in their back. I feel like I'm whipping them in their back. You know. So anyway, oh, don't clean it. Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. But yeah, and yeah, what I was saying was some of these Uncle Toms Right. You're absolutely right, Joseph. That's what I was trying to say. Joseph, you would really think that I would be a Republican? No, baby. Maybe through the George, maybe if it was George Bush, uh, but not even then I wouldn't, because during the 80s, uh, uh, Reagan let all the gay people die from AIDS. Because when they had the Reagan funeral and they flew that bitch all around town, I spit on the TV. He let a lot of people die. He let a lot of people die because they didn't want to do anything. They wasn't trying. They didn't do anything about the AIDS crisis until Clinton came around. By then, a lot of folks had died. And then when Rock Hudson and all them start dying, then they start doing something about it. I can't even believe that you would think that I would be a Republican. Yeah, how old are you, ambitious? You must be young. Hmm. Yep, you're absolutely right. Leon the Mad, 33 years, so you young. Yeah, this was when I came out in the 80s. AIDS wasn't even around. I got to plug up my phone. The AIDS crisis hadn't even kicked in until the late 80s. Um, and I was living in Houston. Let me plug up my phone. I was living in Houston. Who's playing, child? Kansas City and Broncos. Who winning? Oh, it just started. It's 6-0. All right, Kansas City. Then Kansas City. Ooh, bitch, they almost got a intercept. Didn't Kansas City win last year, y'all? Who won the Super Bowl last year? Kansas City. They always win the damn Super Bowl. Okay, well, they playing right now. I don't know if they're gonna win. They got some nice jerseys, nice colorful jerseys. I don't listen. Let me tell you about me and football, baby. I don't get caught up. I got my neighbors out here talking. Yeah, they out there talking. My neighbors. All they do is sit out there and smoke. But I don't get caught up in football till they get down to the nitty gritty. Cause I've been had a damn stroke. I've been had a damn stroke watching football. Cause come on, my phone not charging up. Hold on. Oh, I guess it's charging up. It make you sleepy? Hi, Selena. How you doing? Welcome in. Oh, the Eagles won. Okay. But I know that they have been winning for a while. The Kansas City Chiefs, they have been winning a couple of times. I think they won like 2 years in a row. Mhm. You know what makes me sleepy? The black and white movies. The black and white movies make me sleepy. And then when I turn on my washer and my dryer, that really makes me sleepy. Thank you. Somebody just said earlier I look tired. Girl, go to hell. I am 60 something, okay, bitch? Oh, thank y'all for following. Thank you for mentioning that because I need more people to follow my Instagram because um I'm going to I gotta get me another phone. I need two phones. I had two phones, y'all. I lost my phone on my trip. I don't know what I did with it. So I gotta get me another phone because I need this phone gonna be for YouTube and the other one gonna be for Instagram because I want to bring people into my live. Yes, darling, I'm 63, 4. Well, I'm 64. I'll be 65 in July. Yeah. So retirement. I got a friend of mine. He's celebrating his 60th. His 60th. He's younger than me, and he looks really good. Mhm. But I'm really 25. When I put my wig on, y'all, I'm 25. So don't bust my bubble. Well, I gonna lie. But let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm being honest with y'all. I know y'all say y'all love me, y'all love my show. I make y'all laugh, I make y'all smile. But I need y'all to really come to my birthday show. I'm telling you why. All the years that these people in the gay community stabbed me in the back, and took my shows from me. I have TikTok, but I don't really be on there too much. They too sensitive. They too sensitive. But anyway, all the years that I went to turmoil with the gays, it's not the gays, it's the people who are over the shows, the people who I gave shows, the people who I put on my shows, you know, um, yeah, I know TikTok. They just too damn sensitive. Now, only reason why I like TikTok is because I can go in there and do drag shows, and they don't mess with my music. But on YouTube, they only gonna let me do like so many songs, and then they cut me off. That's the only thing I don't like about YouTube. And so back to what I was saying about my birthday, I'm putting my I'm putting myself out there on the line by getting a venue and getting it because well, we're gonna sell tickets online. So if I sell tickets online, uh, no, I'm not doing that. I don't have anything with nobody's rooms. You're on your own when it comes to the rooms. I'm not doing that. No, nope. Only thing I'm blocking off is these tickets. If I can't sell 100 tickets for a comedy show, I need to close down my YouTube channel and stop doing shows. Now y'all say y'all love me, y'all love my you got a whole year to get your ticket and come to Atlanta and see. And the reason why I chose Atlanta because it's in the somewhat in the middle of the country, you know. I could have did it in Houston, but Atlanta's is much, you know, you have when you got Georgia and you got Alabama, North Carolina, you know, and then you got Mississippi. I mean, everything is close to it, even Florida. So I chose Atlanta because to me it's like in the middle of kind of like in the middle of everything. And it's not hard to get to Atlanta. You can get to Atlanta through train, plane, bus, whatever, you know. But I'm putting myself out there and I'm depending on y'all to buy these tickets. Yep, Florida too. Definitely North and South Carolina. You're right up the street from Atlanta, especially all the people in Alabama that follow me. Yeah, I mean, and listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you go to Atlanta, well, see, I always stay in Midtown because I get my Marriott discounts. But if you live in Atlanta, if you go to Atlanta, don't stay in the Midtown area. Well, you can stay in the Midtown area if you don't have a car. Because if you get a hotel in the Midtown area, you're gonna pay for that parking. Oh, you did? Oh, you missed Atlanta? Oh, well, baby, but you know, they got the small Hiltons. They got a big, nice Hilton downtown Atlanta. Um, um, I think my venues are going to be in Midtown. That's why I'm going to Atlanta to talk to the people, and they're going to do me. They're going to do a walkthrough and everything, and they're going to tell me what it's going to cost. Okay, well, you hopefully you come see me because you in Mississippi. You ain't that far. You can come see me for the show. Anyway, I'm putting myself out on the line. You know, I want to show. No, I'm not buying your ticket. You already asked me that. Why would I buy your ticket? If I buy your ticket, I might well buy everybody's ticket. If I buy your ticket, then you're not supporting me. If I buy your ticket, that means you're not supporting the show. If you buy the ticket, that means you're supporting the show. Super eights are nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna buy your ticket. Okay. You be waiting on it. But yeah, Super eights are nice. Depends on what time. Well, see, will you advertise the venue? Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna advertise it. As soon as I get the contract rolled up, I'm gonna advertise it. I'm gonna have a video. I'm gonna show the video of the place, everything. It's gonna be nice. I only want to sell 100 tickets. I got 200. I got 24,000 people that follow me. If I can't sell 100 tickets, I need to stop doing this. Plus, I have a lot of friends in Atlanta that's gonna come, so we might sell out. I might end up doing 2 shows. If I sell out of tickets that soon they go online. There's a lady in Atlanta. She's legally blind. She's coming and she said she's bringing all of her legally blind friends. And she said it's about 30 or 40 of them. Yeah, she listens to my show. She listens to my show. She called in one night. Yeah, I'm hoping this will be my first time putting myself out there. No, I've done drag shows and stuff. Yeah, yeah. The Airbnbs, they too goddamn much. They too fucking much. And also remember that the room's going to probably be cheaper because this is right after the fourth. Now the fourth, the room's going to be packed, but I think after the fourth, the rooms you should be able to get you a nice cheap room. So yeah, the place that I want is so nice. Yeah, it's just them cleaning fees. Man, me and my best friend. Well, let me talk about the venue. The venue that I want, and by the way, I am looking for silent partners. In other words, sponsors. Anybody want? If you have a business, you want to put 300, 400, 500, 600, $700. It is taxable. It's taxable. You want to put that toward the show. You're more than welcome to. It's just a tax write off for you, whatever. Hit me in my inbox and let me know because I got one person who wants to be a silent partner. I don't know what they're gonna spend, but yeah, it's you just use it as a tax write off. Um, but um, the place that I want, they do have free parking. It's in the Midtown area. The cheapest Marriott you're gonna find, you actually, if you go online and get a hotel, it's gonna be cheaper instead of going through. Yes, I'm selling T-shirts. Yes, yes, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, and we're gonna have the day afterwards. People who I'm real close to, like some of my people that I'm like my moderators and stuff like that, we're gonna have a big dinner the next day. Everybody gonna go out to eat or something like that. And the weather's gonna be nice. It's gonna be hot, but the venue that I want, all you gotta do is bring your ticket in, and they'll validate your ticket, and you don't have to pay for parking. The show will last for about an hour and 45 minutes, no longer than that. Um, Now, if I sell out and have to do 2 shows, then the first show will be at 8 until 10, and then the other will be from 11 till about 11:30, 12. So I don't want to do 2 shows, but well, no, I'm just gonna have one show. I'm just gonna have one show, and once I sell out of those tickets, well, I said 100. Excuse me, I said 100, but the venue that I'm getting it seats 250. They have food, they have everything. It's in a nice area. It's in Midtown. It's a very nice area. So we'll see. No, she don't have no T-shirt. I ain't made them yet. But so I'll be leaving for Atlanta in a couple of weeks, or next week actually. hmm And Gary with the T will be there if I sell out of tickets. Because he ain't free just because he's my friend. Yeah, July 10th next year. Yeah. Gary with the T will be there if I sell out of tickets because I got to pay him. You know, he ain't free. I got Gary. I want to bring Gary. I want to bring, well, my son who's singing, him and Mama D are best friends. I'm going to try to see if I can get her to pop through there. I don't know. I'm just talking. It takes money to do all this stuff, so we'll see. Can't afford Lunel. Can't afford her, baby. She's too expensive. Can't afford her. I'm bringing the keyboard, everything. I might have a full band. A DJ. It's gonna be before the show starts. It's gonna be old school music, Lakeside, the Staple Singers, Al Green. I mean the good shit. Doors open up at 7. Show starts at 8. I do comedy and gossip and stuff. Doors open up at 7. Show starts at 8. Um, oh, you can wear what you want to wear. It's just open. Now I know the club. I know the bar is like they have. I wouldn't do flip flops or nothing like that. Just dress nice. Dress nice. You don't have to dress up. It's a birthday party. But yeah, I want a full band, but that's gonna be money too. But if I sell out the tickets, I can get what I want. I want a drummer, my keyboard, a drummer, keyboards, and maybe a guitar player. Then I'd be good. Cause I'm telling you, y'all, I'm crazy with a whole band. Oh, it's crazy. And of course, my DJ got to have my DJ because the DJ is gonna be playing all the old school stuff. Cause I want y'all up dancing and moving around before the show starts. And cutting up, and then when the show is over, dancing and having a good time. And we're gonna do a meet and greet. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, ooh. So when I get to Atlanta Friday, I'm going to the venue. I'm going to go look at it. I've been there before. I actually done 2 shows there. I've hosted there twice, but I don't think they cheap. I think they're a little expensive, but we'll see. We'll see what they say, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I think I could sell out of two. I know for sure I could sell 100 tickets. Oh, you never been to Atlanta? Where you living at? Where you gonna be coming from? Can you believe I don't have no mods on here? Or I do. I got one person on here. I got Selena on here. And Janet, thank you for being a member. Janet, her name is in green, so that means she's a member of PT's Point of View. A lot of videos that you don't see anymore, that I send them over to members only. Members only. Where you coming from? Curly said, "Oh, oh Lord, you coming from a long way. Okay, so you're gonna be coming from Los Angeles? Ooh, ooh, that's a long way. And let me say this to y'all: don't ask me for no free tickets. You really insulted me when you asked me for a free ticket because it's like if you don't think I'm worth $25 to come see me live, then baby, you can be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be who you are. Just be yourself. Just come through and just have a good time. We have a good time. See, Atlanta has a lot to offer. Things that you've never seen before. Great soul food restaurants. They have the magnificent um, Mall. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Well, tell them to get a ticket too if they into that kind of stuff. um, if you are a blogger and you are a YouTuber, you can set up a table to advertise your YouTube channel. It's gonna be really nice. It's gonna have a YouTube table for people who have YouTube, but you that ain't free. You got to pay for that to advertise your YouTube channel. So that would be sort of like being a sponsor too, as well. If you got a business, you got a business, you sell jewelry, anything like that. We're gonna have a table set up. Um, yeah. Are you saying do I have all of those? How do you put them together or what? Is there anybody on here that could? I have my YouTube private right now. I have 300 videos. See, I'm still trying to get. I'm still trying to. They already told me I can make money on Facebook and Instagram, but I just haven't. I'm trying to get people to follow me on Instagram, like, and then I go there, I go live, and a few people show up. Is anybody here watching me? My Instagram. Can you post my Instagram on here if you can? Does anybody know my Instagram? It's PT shows with two S's too. I think it's like PTSSHOW and another S. That's my Instagram. But what I was saying was, see, Atlanta. The reason why I chose Atlanta because some of you guys have never been to some of the famous black-owned restaurants that's been around since the '40s, such as Mary Mac's, um, Busy Bee, um, uh, not Patel. It's called. It's another one in Atlanta. It's something Patel. I can't think of the name of it, but and then you also have the King Center. You have the church. It's so many things. The World of Coca Cola is there. Stone Mountain. There's so many things that you can. If you come to Atlanta that Thursday, most of y'all probably come in Thursday, unless you fly in early Friday. If you come in Thursday, that you probably won't get to go. Well, if you come in Thursday, check in the hotel by 3, you can go sightseeing, go see a few things, and then that Saturday, and you decide you want to go home Sunday. Saturday, you can go hang out and look at things and go look around, go to the world famous Lenox Mall and stuff like that. So it's so many other things to do besides just coming to see the show. You can just hang out for a little while. If you do everything in advance, then you'll be able to have a good time. And like I say, it's going to be the week after the 4th of July, so the hotels should not be that expensive, especially the Airbnbs, because they gonna make their money on the 4th. They gonna make their money on the 4th of July. Yeah, and you're gonna have to go online to buy your ticket. You don't send me no money to no cash app. None of that is going. Everything is through the. I haven't decided on who I'm gonna use yet. So. But we'll get all that together when I go to Atlanta. We got next week. I'm going to Atlanta next week. Jesus, what's the date, bitch? 16th. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta next week. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later on. I'm gonna do um, a comedy show first, and then I'm gonna do a drag show. The comedy show gonna start around about 6 o'clock. But I'm gonna be really beat. I'm gonna paint this face and I'm gonna be stamped for the gods. I'm gonna be stamped so Keisha can see me. Um, and then after I finish that show start at 6, 7, 8. It'll be over by 8. Take a break, come back and do the other show because I need money in my pocket. Okay, so that's what I do when I need some money. I put on a wig and perform sometimes. When I need extra coins. Okay. All right, I will see y'all later on. Y'all be good. Take care of yourself. Please follow my Instagram, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. Just go to the front of my YouTube channel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go live on Instagram when I hang up with this, just to see if anybody come and see me over there. It's PT shows. Just look on the front of my YouTube channel and go to my links. You'll see my Facebook. You'll see my Twitter. And then you'll see my Instagram. Click on the Instagram. It'll bring you straight to my Instagram. I'm going to Instagram right now. Let's see if anybody follow me over there. All right. See y'all later. Come to Instagram. Who's coming to Instagram? Who's going to meet me over there? There's 74 people watching me on here. 64 now. Come to Instagram. Go to the front of my channel. Look for the link. Okay. I'll see y'all over there. Come go live with me, Curly TV. Bye.